Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's shaking, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course, man.
Yeah, man. Keeping this Stoner, Doom, Sludge marathon going, man,
Okay.
with Electric Wizard. Name of the song, I believe, is called Funeralopolis. I believe.
And this is the
word
back-to-back Doom songs, by the way.
Yep, word I'm never going to use again.
Yeah, exactly.
Funeralopolis.
Perhaps. Who knows? Because, you know, Funeralopolis is off of what they're saying is a classic album here from Electric Wizard called Dope Throne, which came out in 2000. And I think they started around 97. I could be wrong on that. I think when I was reading it was 97. Actually, let me just confirm. Electric Wizard is a doom metal band from Dorset. They're from England. So shout out to Dorset or Dorset, depending. I don't know. The band formed in 93 and have recorded 9 studio albums, 2 of which have been considered genre landmarks. Come My Fanatics in 97. So that's where I got 97 from.
Gotcha.
And Dope Throne in 2000. Electric Wizard's brand of doom metal incorporates stoner and sludge traits with lyrics focusing on the occult, witchcraft, H.P. Lovecraft, horror films, and cannabis. In 2014, they formed Witchfinder Records, an imprint of Spine Farm Records, on which they plan to release all future albums. So, band that's been doing things since the 90s. And this band, in this album, Dope Throne, it's saying here, it says the song Funeralopolis is from the Dope Throne album, Electric Wizard's most famous release and a doom metal classic. So this is looked at as a doom metal classic, apparently by many.
Okay.
This song is one of the few in Electric Wizard's discography to focus on a political matter, the slow destruction of planet Earth by the humans. But it still keeps their dark, nihilistic tone.
I get that. Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So slow.
Funeralopolis,
This is doom, sludgy, right in line with what we were looking for. We're looking for that certain sound in this marathon. That's why we're doing a doom, sludge, stoner marathon. You know. So I'm still unsure about Baroness, but we'll find out by the time this video comes out if that Baroness song was an actual stoner doom or sludge.
Right.
I don't think it was. So y'all slid that in there on us, but that's okay though.
It's all right.
You know?
It's all right.
All right, man. Let's get into it. Electric Wizard continuing on with the Stoner, Doom, and Sludge Marathon. Funeralopolis.
Yes, it is. It is.
Damn.
It's real heavy. Especially when it was amplified right there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like super amplified right now, as opposed to when it started. You know. But I like it.
Actually, me too.
I like it. I like it. I like
And
the
it feels
heaviness.
doom as fuck though.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so let's talk about something. And I was curious. And I asked a question that I'm not gonna get the answer to right now. In the Paul Bearer video that I'm sure should be posted. If not, then surprise. By the time we get done with this one, but in the Paul Bearer video, I asked like what the doom elitists, think,
Right.
or just the people who are really into doom. I'm just being funny with the elitist word. Think of like how that song fits into doom.
Right.
And what I was getting around to is that I could feel that was more probably on like leading into the more commercial end of doom. Not saying it was intentional by Paul Bearer, and that being a bit more accepted commercially. This feels like straight up.
Yes.
Doom. Like,
It does.
There's no mistaking this is doom. It's not being doom or could be something else. This straight up doom, which is what I was looking for, man. Give me a full helping of exactly what the
genre has to offer.
Embody.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I think it does so far based off of what we're hearing.
Yeah. There's not much more to add to that. Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it. But you know what though? Woo! This is gonna be a good reaction. I'm ready for this reaction, man. I see the appeal though, man. I see it. I can see why someone would absolutely despise it. Like, get this shit the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But I can see the appeal. It's just crazy. This is like very, very, very powerful and heavy and raw for sure. And the vocals are sort of distorted, whatever they're doing with the vocals. You know what this reminds me of? A Psychotic Breakdown. You ever seen that movie with Michael Douglas, Falling Down? When that motherfucker snapped in traffic and just started killing people. That was the whole...
That's like the Russell Crowe one now, Unhinged.
Unhinged.
Same type of thing.
Yeah. This is the type of music that is probably playing in his mind, or just this could be the soundtrack to someone becoming unhinged. That's what this feels like to me. And I can see a place for it though. A lot of songs and some of the songs we've listened to, I'm just like, what do you even do to this? Where does this go? I mean, it's just playing, But this is like, I could see this in a fucking crazy ass psychotic thriller type movie, even a horror movie. There's a place there for it. So I'm enjoying the listen, man. I don't know if it's playlist, but I am actually enjoying hearing something crazy like this.
I love the heaviness, man. I love the heaviness of the instruments, man, and the guitar especially. But yeah, I can't even understand what he's saying. If I didn't have the lyrics in front of me, I wouldn't even know what he's saying. So I think when you said, did you say chaotic or chaos? Did you say that?
No.
But that's what that sounds like to me. What did you say? No, you didn't say chaos. You said
unhinged, psychotic.
Psychotic, yeah. Those are pretty close though. You know what I'm saying? Psychotic and chaotic is very close. But yeah, man. Musically, so far so good. But when he started the screaming vocals, it's not even like the growling. It's just you don't really, and I know it's probably intentional. You're not supposed to really be able to understand what he's saying. But it's just, it's it's a lot. It's a lot, you know.
Probably conveying the idea of, because what we just read was the whole album, it looks like, is focusing on, and again, this is outside of whether we like the shit or not, but this is the whole album's focusing on the world
coming to an end.
Yeah, the destruction of the planet, right? So yeah, I mean, it says funeral planet, dead black asteroid, mausoleum. This world is a tomb. You know, human zombies staring blank faces. No reason to live. Dead in the womb. Death shroud existence. Slave for a pit. I don't know how far we are in the lyrics because
You can't understand them.
But it comes off very unsettling, and that's very unsettling lyricism. It does seem to be on
par with Doom.
On par with what they're going for.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see where it goes, man. Yeah. We're gonna see.
Let's keep it going though, man.
I don't know if you guys heard us over the music, man. Instrumental for me. I mean, musically, I like the heaviness. I really do.
Yeah.
But I just the vocals are a little distracting to me. To me, it kind of like.
But the heaviness is a lot to take in by itself.
It is.
And then when you have this for the voice, it's just it's a sensory overload. You know,
to the 10th power.
You know.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, the heaviness I can get with.
Okay.
You know, I really can. I mean, if this was, you know, if they had like an instrumental type of version, I think I could fuck with it. I really do, because it puts me in that, like, you know, that raw, aggressive, like, it's just, you know, it's raw, it's rugged, it's heavy, it's deep. Yeah, I like all that. I love all that, but the vocals to me is just it's a little it's uncomfortable. It's unsettling. It's unsettling.
That's what I'm saying. I love that, man. I love that it because it's making me feel something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to make this morbid or anything, but you know, when people say they want to feel alive, I'm not going to go into I'm going to take it a different way. But people do certain things when they feel numb to feel alive.
That's true. Yeah.
They're things that could be hazardous to their health, but I understand that when I'm like, I feel uncomfortable. I don't feel like I'm just numb and listening to a bunch of music being played that's having no emotional impact on me whatsoever. Yeah. So that's more so than anything what I'm appreciating about the song, man. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Let's not ever
I get it.
Let's not get it fucked up. It's a lot. Yeah. And this is not for they're not trying to be
appeal to anybody.
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't trying to appeal to anyone. No, I'm just messing around now. But I get it though. I get it. But they are unapologetic with what they're doing here, and obviously
pure, uncut. Boy.
They say that this is a Doom classic, so I can see that this could be like the foundation. It's like the holy grail of Doom. Mm-hmm. I could see that.
Let's get back to it.
break, man. I need a break, George. I need a break, man. I'm sorry.
I was trying to type a note to him because I didn't want to forget, but this song is almost like homicidally hypnotic. Like I feel like it can hypnotize you into committing a homicide.
Yeah, committing a murder or something.
Yeah, it has something in it that is very, very sort of like it's almost evil. Like it's just Jesus.
You know, man.
I mean, not Jesus.
You know, man, this song is one of those songs, man, that like you said earlier, George, there's so many emotions I think that this kind of like tugs at, right? And you're like, what is going on? What am I listening to? Is this good? Do I like it? Do I not like it? Is it bad? What, I think you're asking yourself all these questions. At least I am as I'm listening to it, man. And the way it started and kind of getting into these heavy riffs, I was like, yeah, I really like that. And then the vocals came in. I'm like, I don't really like that, but I still like it, the heaviness. And then where we're at now, sounds like it's going to be some kind of transition here, guys. But barring the transition, so everything prior to the transition we're about to go into right now, I'm so confused about what's going on here in my emotions. Like what I like it, but then I don't like it, but I like it, but I don't like it. And I feel like I want to like it. I really do, because it has elements in it that I love, that guitar and the heaviness of it. But then it's like, it's a struggle to like it. It's so weird, man. You know what I feel like? You remember
Electric Wizard's giving you a standing ovation, man. I think that they would like what you're saying. Like, yes.
They're like, mission accomplished.
Yeah,
It's mission accomplished.
Unsettling, scaring them a little bit, confusing them. They probably love that shit.
Yeah, it's just so confusing to me, man, emotionally, whether I like it or dislike it. And what this reminds me of, George, is Purple Rain. I know we bring Purple Rain up here and there. That was, a movie with Prince and all his music was on there. Great movie, right? Remember when he did the song, I knew a girl named Nikki, I guess you could say she was a sex fiend, all that stuff, right? If you guys don't know this song, you should know this song. But if you don't know this song, look it up. He goes crazy at the end. So it was like, at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, this is a little erotic. It's a little out there. It's a little crazy. This shit's a little crazy. I don't know what's going on, but there is elements that I do like in it, but I don't really like the song in its totality, but I do like this. And then he goes nuts at the end of it. And I know that's probably part of the movie. He was going through a lot of mental things with his, his dad and his mom and personal things. But the moral of the story is he fucking lost it at the end. Like the song started off okay, and then at the middle it got a little crazy, and then at the end it was just crazy. It was just like, oh my God. That's kind of how I feel with this. It's like there's elements that I like and then I don't like, and I'm like, oh my God, it's just going from sugar to shit. It's just getting so crazy. It's like, okay, I can deal with a little bit of this crazy, but at some point in time, you got to throw in the towel. I had to take a break, man. It's like, Jesus, it's just too much.
It is a lot, though.
It's just too much,
I
man.
don't think it can be disputed that this is a lot to take in.
But it's just too much. Yeah, man. You need to have breaks, But that was good. Well, we're about halfway through it now.
Woo! Halfway.
But the transition is coming, though, too. So
yeah, we'll see what they do with it.
We'll see what they got.
All right, let's get back to it. The motherfucking
yeah, this is a lot.
This is like, you know what this is like to me, man? It's like stuffed crust, man. Stuffed crust pizza, man. It's just, for me, because I'm not a cheese guy, it's just like it's just so much fucking cheese.
On top of cheese.
On top of cheese. It's
On
like
top of
so
cheese,
unnecessary. I know some people gonna hate that. I love stuffed crust because every time I say that, people are like, "Oh, I love it." No, that shit makes me nauseous thinking about it. It's just cheese and just it's so much. It's heavy with a side of heavy. Yeah. It is a lot. And it's almost like it's almost hard to decipher what's even happening. It's so heavy and it's just so tuned. They have the tune so low or tone so low. God dang.
I know y'all gonna probably hate me for saying this, man, but I gotta say it. This is just how I feel, man. And this is just my personal opinion, guys. I just feel like sometimes bands take they take a leap of faith, right? And obviously we read that this is one of like the classics of Doom and maybe the starting of Doom and maybe looked at as like the holy grail of Doom. But man, I just feel like sometimes people go so hard to be creative.
Or extreme.
Yeah, to the point that they're just trying to be abnormally different. You know what I mean? Like, you're just trying so hard to be different. Like, you know, I'm just going to shit on the sidewalk. Why? Because nobody shits on the sidewalk. I'm just going to shit on the sidewalk. Like, well, why would you do that, though, man? No, but it's creative, though. It's something different. You know what I'm saying? That's just ridiculous. Sometimes it gets ridiculous. And the point I'm trying to make is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
That would be ridiculous.
And I know that that's like a crazy analogy, guys, but I just wanted to throw something out there that's just crazy, because that's how I feel. It's like, I get being creative and I get being different and pushing boundaries. I love that. I love that because we get some of the greatest music, movies, all type of music and movies. So you get creative. The more creativity that we have, the more progression we have as humans.
That's right.
I love that. But I just think sometimes it can be so extreme that creativity is now kind of lost its way, and it's just so much. So I don't know, man, you know, because there's you know, other songs, Doom songs and Stoner songs and that we've liked, but I feel like, yeah, this is probably one of the heaviest of the heavy.
Probably the heaviest song we've ever done.
Yeah,
real.
But they just, but it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, heavy is one thing, but heavy and just, it's just a lot.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's just a lot, man.
Heavy
I don't know,
heavy
guys.
on the heavy, man.
Yeah, that's
let me get the cheese. Let me get stuff. Can you put cheese in the crust?
But does it even, I mean, at points though, man, does it even sound musical at points? At points I lose the musicality to it.
It loses what's happening in it. Yeah,
it's hard to decipher. Like, I don't hear anything but just, and I hate to say this, guys, because I feel like this is going to be an ignorant statement. I feel like it's noise, because I felt like that before we started the channel, George. I don't know if I ever told you this. I used to think that metal and heavy metal and all that stuff and, you know, certain rock songs was just noise. You know, that's how I used to feel because I just was unfamiliar with the genre, you know, and unfamiliar with a lot of songs. So anything that you are unfamiliar with that's not in this like cookie cutter sound that you're used to, you just feel like it's noise, you know?
And we're unfamiliar with this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we're learning this.
Right. So I know that sounds like super, you know, uneducated
real,
on
man.
it, but
It's
it just at this point at parts, like where we're at right now, I'm like, God, it's just a lot of noise right now, you know?
Well, let's see what they do. Let's let's keep it going now. Get it all out. I feel like, that's like, man, it's been a while since I felt like I had to, I was back with having my metal floaties again. Remember that from the Slayer video where I was just like, damn, I feel like I need my metal floaties on this one. Yeah, I felt way out of my depth with that one, bruh. But go
super
ahead,
heavy,
Go
super
ahead,
heavy, man.
Go ahead,
super
Carvel.
Heavy. Go ahead, Carvel. It's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. The bottom line is, we take these, we take this journey together, man, and with you guys too as well, and we try to, take in what we can and learn what we can, and just kind of take what we can take out of each song, especially when we're diving into these subgenres, and like come out with a newfound appreciation and a newfound respect and education on, the song and or genre. But this one here, man, it was so heavy, and the heaviness to me is not even what bothers me so much, George. It's just it's the placement of various different sounds. I don't know if you made a joke about an airplane sound in there and all. It's just so much that you lose. For me, I think I just kind of lose the musicality to the song, man. And to me, no matter what the genre is, you could take, heavy metal, doom, whatever out of it. It could be rap, it could be R&B, it could be techno, it could be reggaeton, you name it. It could be whatever. If I listen to music to get some kind of appreciation, like I said, and learn, and especially if it's something that's outside of my comfort zone, I want to learn, and I really want to take in the music and learn something. I don't know what I learned here. I don't know. I really don't. And I'm not, that's all jokes aside. I'm really trying to, even if I dislike a song, I really try to give credit where credit's due, because I'm much rather focus on the positive instead of the negative. But I just don't know what I've learned here, man. It's really, it just, there's so many different sounds, man.
I feel like they had a chance before the transition. I think that the transition.
It's just so,
for you at least. I'm talking about just for
Ryan.
I
know.
For Ryan, I think that transition was crazy though.
This sounds like the garage band that your son or your daughter plays in, right? And they play out of your garage, and they'll play something, and they're on to something at the beginning. You're like, yeah, that don't sound too bad, and then they just lose themselves in it, and they just go crazy. And you got to go to the garage and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You'll get us kicked out of the neighborhood. You got to calm down. You know what I'm saying? And they're like,
again, they're high-fiving you. The Electric Wizard is high-fiving himself. We got that music that gets you kicked out of the neighborhood. Yeah. Boy, that's like a chick saying, no, never mind. You put me in the hospital, man, when you never the wheelchair. Like, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Put your ass in a wheelchair, girl.
Obviously, this is they said this is a classic, man, and what do I know? What do I know when it comes to it, man? So don't crucify me too much, guys. It's just that's an all the way no for me though. But yeah, I don't even know if that's worth another listen, man, to be honest with you, for me. So that's an all the way no for me, all the way around. You know?
Man.
I can't do it, man. I'm sorry.
It is funny, man. I had so much fun listening to that, honestly. I did. It was a lot, but I really had a lot of fun listening to that shit.
Yeah,
maybe I needed something. So I needed a shot in the arm or something that was crazy to my senses. That was just sort of a shot to my senses. It's been a while since I felt like I felt shocked when I've listened to metal. And that was one of the things that I really enjoyed, listening to metal earlier on.
I'm gonna have nightmares later, dude.
Yeah. Good.
Thinking about this song.
But you know what? I would not rather, but it's gotta be a feather in a cap for a lot of bands to be remembered in some capacity.
That's true.
Versus just being a fucking middle of the road. You just do, forgettable. Like, this is not forgettable for me. And I think there's a place for this type of music, man. I see a place and I see the draw to it. Sometimes I can't see the draw to shit. I'm like, what do you do? You can't groove to the shit. Not saying this song, but just in general. Yeah. I'm like when we listen to songs, I'm like, it's not like you can groove to it. It's not all about groove, but you can't do that. The melody's not there. The playing is there, but it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? The transition game's not crazy. the skill's not upper echelon. It's what do you do to this? And that's not the case with this band. I'm not saying that this is a playlist song, but it is. But I definitely would be very curious to see what this is live. I want to see how people react to this, what it does to their spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that the name of the band is called Electric Wizard. And we know that we did a song with Black Sabbath called The Wizard. So I'm assuming that. And then their writing, Electric Wizard, is kind of like the Master of Reality type of writing.
Yeah.
Like that album. So clearly this band is heavily influenced, as with
Most
every
people.
band and in the history of metal, I'm sure, to some degree. But it's extremely inspired by Black Sabbath. And I see this being, whether good, bad, or indifferent, however you feel, I do see it being at least something different done with Doom. And something different done with, this is definitely Doom, but maybe sludge elements.
Oh, it's memorable.
It is, so they did something different with it. They made it their own. It's got character, you know what I mean? I could see it in horror movies. I could see it in a lot of different scenarios. So I really did appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, we may not be on the same page, Ryan. I can see myself listening to this, but I can assure you, Ryan, 90% of the comments are going to be, in my opinion, 90% of the comments of people who don't fuck with Electric Wizard are going to be right where you are, because everything you said was valid. It was very hard to almost at some points of the song to distinguish what was even happening.
Yeah.
It was so distorted and so heavy, and it seemed to lose its musicality. It seemed like in certain points for people who are like virgin listeners to Doom.
Yeah.
You know, so I get it. I mean, I think that your reaction is what most people who are not familiar with Doom would say. It's with Doom, or this song in Doom would say. It's natural.
I feel like I've learned nothing, man. I feel like this is day one for me.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I was saying when I said the metal flows. I was just like, the shock it gave me.
Yeah.
You feel like, damn, okay. So salute to them, man. Give me more suggestions for I want to hear more from them, man. I'm gonna look at this Dope Throne album and see what this is about, bruh. Because you know what I mean. This it gave me the stank face for the first half. With that bluesy sort of
it was all right.
Undertone, that made me feel Black Sabbath, but with an evolved electric modern feel. Give me more of that. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's the interview, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. It will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.